Hey everyone, we are back with another edition of Ask the County. To help answer some important questions this morning, we have Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak with us. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Festive today.
Yes,
already.
I love it. Getting us in the spirit. But today we were talking about property tax bills, so another way to get us in the spirit.
Not so festive, I guess.
I know, right? But the discussion must be had. So they went out the first week of December. What are property taxes for those unfamiliar, and how can people pay them?
So really, it's anybody that owns a property, whether it's a house, a lot, or whatever, you're going to get property taxes. You're going to get 2 bills a year, one in July and one in December. We see a lot of happens where somebody didn't get the tax bill, and then they get the letter from us, even sometimes 6-8 months later, and they kind of freak out. Like, you are obligated to pay it, whether you found the bill or got lost in the mail or whatever. So it's just kind of always a good reminder to just know, dog-ear that either in your mental Rolodex or in the calendar, that those things come twice a year. And of course, some are going to say, well, my bank pays mine, I put my money in escrow. Every once in a while, accidents happen, so you want to make sure sometimes it's not a bad idea to kind of keep an eye out. If check with your bank, or keep an eye on your bank account, or not the bank account, but the bank, and make sure that hey, those did get paid for me.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to miss out on those. So for people that do get their bills, how can they read their tax bill and know exactly maybe what they're paying? Or
you want to make sure you kind of go through it. And we've had so many millages lately, and so many of them pay for things that are warranted. So I'm not trying to hear it's not a bad, whether it's mosquito control or police and fire, all kinds of stuff. But you want to make sure you read those. And I think kind of the one thing that is a big one is to verify your property tax exemption, whether you get your principal residence exemption. That's the one. If you're a Michigan resident and you own a home, you get an exemption where you don't pay your school operating taxes.
Okay.
And folks miss those a lot, especially in, let's say, if you refinanced your house or you bought a new house. When you sign the paperwork and you are not signing your property transfer that you're going to get the exemption, you're signing a paperwork that says you're going to go do it.
Right.
So it's kind of on the homeowner to make sure that happens.
Okay.
Because it's spooked.
It's what?
They get spooky when they get the letter from the state that says, oh, by the way, you're not, you didn't exempt it, and then you throw it away, and you don't file the appeal properly, and then state tax appeals are like super rigid, and there's like guidelines and dates, and they're not friendly, and they're pretty firm. So you want to be careful.
And when are these due? The payments?
So those are the payments. So those are exemptions, so you don't have to pay them.
Oh, okay.
So if you move or in a new home, you'll want to make sure that you file the proper paper with the assessor.
Right.
And then I saw that we had the information up there about that form that comes out like in February, January. That's a paper. It's not a bill. That's a third piece of paper that's going to come, and that's the one that tells you this is what the value of your home is, and you can contest it if you don't like your value of your home.
Okay.
And things like that. And they also verify whether or not you get that exemption.
The joys of being a homeowner.
They are, and there's a lot of first-time homeowners, or if you refinance, there are a lot of people that pay off their mortgage.
Yeah.
And then they're used to it being an escrow, and it's never been an escrow before.
Right.
Or maybe the wife passed away, and she's the one that handled all this stuff, and the husband's got to deal with it now. So there's all kinds of stuff, and just make sure that you don't let this stuff go
linger
unchecked.
Yeah.
Linger, yes.
All right. So before we go, just last minute, if people have questions, comments, concerns, where can they go?
They can go to their local treasurer's office. They can go to the county treasurer's office in the courthouse. You can go online and verify it through the county's website. The michigan.gov/treasury has a ton of information, all kinds of taxes.
Cool.
And once again, to pay all those, you can pay them in person. You can pay them online. You can pay them through the mail. But you're going to pay them at your local treasurer first, and if they become delinquent, that's when you'll get the stuff from us.
Okay.
Don't panic. It's just you can come pay through us afterwards. So
very good. All right, Tim, I appreciate this.
Thank you.
Good and important information to always have.
So always encourage people, make sure you call and check. It never hurts to ask questions.
Yeah.
If you don't know something, don't guess. Ask a friend or make a phone call.
Yeah, over communicate.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, sounds good. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course. If you have questions you would also like to ask the county at any time, just send them to WNEM at WNEM.com. Matthew checks your weather next.